What's up, guys? Yeti Express DFS back here again, and now presented by Dashboard. Draftdashboard has reached out to me and has given me some of their tools to play with. I did some of this yesterday, and it was super cool, man. I mean, if you're interested in looking into this, I can give you a link. You can get it 30 days for just $1. I'll share my link in the description below of this video. But we'll go through right now. This is the NBA slate on DraftKings. Point guard. You can see over here to the right hand of the screen, the circles that are red are the players that I am watching. James Harden is up to 13K, and he's projected for 64 points, which is pretty insane to project somebody out to be, but he's in a great matchup against Brooklyn. I just think it's too much. 13K, like he needs to get you 80 or he's not worth it, is the way I look at it. Stephen Curry is my favorite play at the point guard position. He'll be in most of my lineups tonight. He will... I just think he's, for 2,900 less than James Harden, he's got the ability to put up 60, and for a price point, it just makes a lot of sense. Not interested in Donovan Mitchell. The price is just too high. And right here you can see he's going against the 9th best team against point guards, so not really a good matchup for him, and he's more expensive now. Damian Lillard's in a really good matchup. Second to last defensive rank for him. He just worries me because he's just so point dependent. Like, he's not going to get you, more than like 7 assists. So that kind of worried me with him, but I still like him because he does have 30 real life point upside. So. And then my last one, I didn't get too far down into the value plays here at point guard. Jrue Holiday, he's just been playing better lately, and someone's gonna have to score for this team against Golden State. They're gonna get blown out. Anthony Davis is gonna have to do everything. He usually plays well against the Golden State Warriors. But his sidekick, Jrue Holiday, is going to need to have a good game for them to stay competitive. Let's go over to the shooting guard position. Shooting guard, a lot of these players are multi-eligible. So you see Curry and Harden and Mitchell and all these guys in here. Doncic is kind of interesting to me. He's playing such great basketball. I know Dennis Smith Jr. Has requested to be traded. I don't know if anything's going to go on with that. A lot of people were opening up value to Jalen Brunson. I don't know if his minutes are going to be spent out. I know he's injured as well, so we'll see what happens there. Jrue Holiday I already mentioned. DeMar DeRozan is interesting to me just from a price perspective. Last video I made, he was $8,500, and I said he was just too expensive, but I would like him if he was in the $7,800 range to $8,200 range, and look, here he is, $8,100. I'll like him again. Then we get down into Joe Ingles. His price dropped $200, and if you look over here, it gives you the value. I mean, if you're getting a guy projected to be 6x value, it's kind of hard not to like him. But for me, my absolute favorite play over here is Alex Burks. Cleveland, he's getting the minutes. He's got a middle of the pack matchup, and I don't know if I like taking Cleveland players often because they get blown out a lot. But usually in blowouts, Alex Burks still gets the minutes, so kind of like that. I didn't get really too far down into any of the stuff down here. we'll move on over to small forward. Small forward, Kevin Durant is number 1 on this list. Kawhi, pretty good. Kawhi's got a bad matchup, but I still kind of like him. He's not going to be my play on this lineup here that I'm making. But yeah, Gordon, he's cheap. Middle of the pack matchup. You can see the projected value. I kind of look for stuff that is over, like 6. If you see anyone over 6, you just have to include him in your player pool. But I genuinely try to look, when I look at these tools, is looking for someone that's like over 4.5 for value, and then just someone that's in a pretty good matchup. So someone like Chetty Osman, pretty good matchup. I actually missed him, but I'll add him to my pool right now. And then, but for me at small forward, it's gonna be Harrison Barnes. Good matchup. Good draft dashboard ranking. As you can see here, it'll just show you pretty much everything that you could ever need to know. The site is just unreal. Power forward. I did like Anthony Davis. He's kind of expensive for what I think he's worth. But, he's still a pretty good play. I just don't know if I'm going to get to him. But for power forward for me, it's Draymond Green. I think he's the best play on the slate today. He's got a projection of 32.5 with a value over 5. So if you're projecting someone for 5x, that's a pretty good start. There's the defensive rank for the Pelicans against the position. Right there. It shows you that they're 27th in defense, or 23rd in defense, and 14th in defensive rank. So he's my play. And then at center position, I don't think too many people are talking about this guy today, but Rudy Gobert is just in a smash spot. 28th defensive rank against the position and 27th overall. I think he's going to kill it today, and I don't think a whole lot of people are going to have him. Draft Dashboard loves him, obviously. He's got 100 rank over here. But I really like him. So then what's really cool about this is you can go into the Draft Dashboard. I'll back out right here, show you what I'm talking about. Sorry, you got to bear with me here. I'm starting to get a little sick. But yeah, so now that you have your watched players tab, you go into the lineup optimizer, and on DraftKings, this is what it spit out for an optimization lineup. But I've played around with this quite a bit this morning, so I am going to show you some of the videos that or some of the plays that I'm going to be playing in this video. So my point guard was Curry. My shooting guard was where'd he go? Alec Burks. Small forward was Harrison Barnes. I gotta find him. Oh, can't use him because he's down here. So we'll put Giannis in there. He's Harrison Barnes, which is really cool because like it shows you like what you can like play around with and like make differences in your lineups. My power forward was Draymond Green, wherever he is. Why can't I find him? There's Draymond Green. Center, we went with Gobert, and then some of these other, show you I'll show you my lineup over here since I can with Draft Dashboard. Jingles, and then we had favors, and then the utility spot would leave us with I'll get Joe Ingles out of here. We'll go each one more. And then Reggie Jackson. So something like this is the lineup that I ended up on. It used all your salary. And you can see kind of the ranks. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of my watched players that I had on here. So it's really cool to like state that you like a player and then be able to find him later and then put it into an optimization. And so I'll show you kind of some of this other cool stuff on Draft Dashboard here. This is the mass lineup generator. As you can see, I'm watching 19 players generate 20 lineups within 500. Put the randomness to medium. Unique players usually go 2, and max exposure to a certain player. So like if you're playing multiple lineups, the max exposure is just saying that like, okay, I'm going to set a 40% cap at Stephen Curry because he was my favorite play today. So just kind of going over like how to use these tools and what they mean. So generation, or the generation progress usually takes, anywhere from like, usually doesn't take more than 2 minutes, but it depends on how many lineups you make. Like you can make 100 at once, and then obviously that'll take, closer to 5 minutes. But I usually just make 20 because it's quick. And I'll show you some more stuff that you can do with this. Once you get it all loaded up, it's really kind of cool. So yeah, come on. So then you click see your lineups button here, and then boom. Here's what it pounds out. Gives you 20 different lineups. You can look at like what you like about a lineup, what you don't like about a lineup. Like so this one, for instance, I would definitely get rid of Chris Middleton because I'm not on him today. So it gives you like a projected lineup, and it just spits them out like 20 at a time, like I said. So it's really cool if you're like looking to get into like multiple entry kind of stuff. So like playing more than one lineup, or even like hanging out over on the mini-max on DraftKings, where you can play like 150 lineups for $1 or a quarter, depending on what it is. But then like you can sort this stuff. You can go to projected points, and it'll give you your top projected points lineup using I must hit it twice. It'll give you your top projected points lineup using the players that you like. So yeah, I mean, here's the lineup that I'm going to be using: Gobert, Favors, Curry. But yeah, so this projection system thinks there's a couple lineups that are a little better, basically similar plays, but including Joe Ingles, and maybe like going down to like Evan Turner and CJ McCollum. So it's really, really neat. A special thanks to Chris at Draft Dashboard for letting me play around with this, and getting it out to you guys. I will put a link again in the description of this video. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about how to use this, feel free to reach out to me and ask me about it, and tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like. Make sure you like and subscribe, and maybe comment something that you saw on here that I might have missed that I didn't talk about, because I think this is really cool. So then we'll go to our DraftKings here. We'll give you my core plays. Stephen Curry. Like, you just saw my whole lineup, which is something that is nice to see. But we'll just spit out the core plays real quick here. Draymond Green, Gobert, and Harrison Barnes. So there's my core plays for today. I'll even give you the utility play on here, since if you've watched the video and didn't skip over it, you will have already seen what my lineup looks like. Favors. So there's my core plays for today. You can figure out these two positions that are open if you watch the whole video. So again, guys, thank you for everything that you've spit out and said to me. It's been really cool. I've enjoyed doing this a lot. And I hope to see you guys back tomorrow. Don't forget, win-win.